The driver who is merging or changing lanes is typically at fault if an accident occurs during the merge. This is because the merging driver has the legal responsibility to ensure it is safe to enter the new lane and must yield the right-of-way to vehicles already occupying that lane. Texas is a fault state, meaning the at-fault driver is responsible for compensating victims for their losses. Traffic laws generally require drivers to follow pavement markings and posted signs at intersections. It is unlawful to make a movement from a lane designated solely for another purpose. Violating these markings can result in traffic citations and increase the risk of collisions. Running a red light occurs when a driver enters an intersection after the signal has turned red. This is illegal in all states and is considered a moving violation. Fines, points on your driving record, and potential court appearances are common. In some cases, repeated offenses or accidents caused by running a red light can lead to license suspension or even jail time. Red light violations are viewed as high-risk behavior by insurers, often resulting in increased premiums and, in extreme cases, loss of coverage. If reckless driving is associated with more severe actions, such as causing serious injury or death, charges may be elevated to a Class B or Class A misdemeanor, or even a felony in extreme cases. Class B misdemeanor, up to $2,000 fine and 180 days in jail. Running a stop sign is illegal because stop signs are traffic control devices designed to manage right-of-way at intersections and ensure the safety of drivers, pedestrians, and cyclists. The penalties for running a stop sign vary by state, with higher fines possible in construction zones. Changing your mind at the last minute while driving can be dangerous and is generally discouraged. This behavior often leads to abrupt maneuvers that disrupt traffic flow and increase the risk of accidents because other drivers may not anticipate your sudden move. Automated license plate reader. Law enforcement agencies typically deploy ALPR units based on data analysis, focusing on areas with higher traffic volume or strategic importance for investigations. The driver who pulls out in front of traffic is usually at fault, especially if they fail to yield. However, fault can be shared depending on the circumstances, and each case is evaluated individually based on the facts and evidence. Driving on the emergency lane, also known as the shoulder, when not in an actual emergency is generally illegal and can result in significant fines or other penalties. Using the emergency lane to bypass traffic, pass other vehicles, or for convenience is a violation of traffic laws. Carrying cargo on a non-commercial vehicle is not inherently a violation, provided you comply with relevant state and federal laws. If you transport cargo that extends beyond the legal limits of your vehicle without the required red flag or warning indicator, you are subject to penalties that vary by state and jurisdiction. Taking your eyes off the road looking at a phone forms a distraction. Distractions divert a driver's attention away from the primary task of operating a vehicle, which can significantly delay reaction times, impair judgment, and greatly increase the risk of collisions. An impatient driver is someone who exhibits frustration, often leading to risky behaviors such as tailgating, illegal lane changes, or disregarding traffic rules. Dealing with impatient drivers requires heightened situational awareness, proactive space management, and sometimes evasive action to avoid collisions. Staying calm and not letting their behavior provoke you is advised, as impatience often stems from poor time management or emotional stress. Avoid provocation. Do not make rude gestures, use your horn out of anger, or engage with aggressive drivers. Running a stop sign disrupts the expected order of traffic, leading to collisions such as T-bone. Potential for serious injury or death. Many accidents caused by running stop signs result in injuries or fatalities. If your vehicle is moving unusually slowly due to mechanical issues or towing, Hazard lights can warn others of your reduced speed. If you see hazard lights ahead, slow down and give the vehicle more space. Do not attempt to pass until you understand the nature of the hazard. Always be prepared to slow down whenever you see emergency activity on or near the road. Almost hitting a vehicle refers to a situation where a driver comes very close to colliding with another vehicle but manages to avoid an actual crash. After a near-miss collision, it is crucial not to speed. Experiencing a near-miss can leave you shaken, and driving aggressively or faster than usual afterward significantly increases your risk of being involved in an actual crash. Cutting someone off aggressively, especially at high speeds or without signaling, can be considered reckless driving. To maintain a safe driving distance, the widely recommended method is the 3-second rule. This rule helps ensure you have enough time to react if the vehicle ahead suddenly stops or slows down. A delay red light runner likely refers to a driver who runs a red light, causing or risking a collision by not stopping. Fines for running a red light vary by city, typically ranging from $175 to $275. The driver leaving the parking spot is usually at fault because the vehicle in the traffic lane has the right of way. Common causes: inattention or distracted driving. Look both ways before proceeding. It encourages you to be mindful of your surroundings. When approaching stationary emergency vehicles displaying flashing lights, drivers are required to slow down to a safe and reasonable speed, often defined as significantly below the posted speed limit or as specified by state law. When a driver is impatient, they may pull out into traffic without waiting for a safe gap. They misjudge the speed or distance of oncoming vehicles. Safe alternatives: a few extra seconds can prevent accidents. The defining characteristic of brake checking is intent. It is not simply braking suddenly for a legitimate hazard, but doing so to provoke a reaction from the car behind. Because brake checking is intentional, insurance companies may deny coverage for damages resulting from such incidents, leaving the brake checking driver personally liable for costs. Driving on oncoming traffic refers to a vehicle traveling in the opposite direction of the designated flow of traffic. You cannot cross double solid yellow lines simply to pass another vehicle. Fines: typical fines range from $100 to $300 for a standard violation.